Hi, I'm Saurabh Kirpal. I'm an advocate who appeared in the 377 case in the Supreme Court.
I am Neeha Nagpal. I am a lawyer by profession, a supporter of the LGBTQ community by passion. The passion comes from my adorable best friend, Mr. Suri himself. And I'm very grateful to Mr. Kirpal for getting me to be a part of the team that worked on decriminalization of Section 377.
Well, the biggest problem was the simple lack of awareness. In the LGBT community was in the closet by virtue of Section 377. No one wants to come out and declare themselves to be a criminal. And by the Supreme Court judgment earlier, we had all been made unconvicted felons. So I think the chasm between the judge's experience and the LGBT community was so wide, it was tough to bridge that. To humanize ourselves, to make ourselves visible was the toughest part.
I would agree with you. I think there was a lot of battling, a lot of stigmatization. There was battling a lot of unawareness about really who are gay people. So I think the 2016 batch of petitions where individuals started coming out themselves, took the risk to come out themselves, and we are normal people. Variation in our personal sphere, but that doesn't mean we're any less competent. That doesn't mean we should be denied in any manner a fundamental right.
Well, in my case, it's an issue because I am gay, and while Neha may wish she is, but she isn't, unfortunately. So her family is probably, that answer's not coming from her. In my case, I must say I was the luckiest person. My family was so amazing. The day I came out to my parents, I was, of course, nervous, apprehensive, as one is. You've internalized this and made it such a big thing, your secret. And I came out to my parents and they said, if you're happy, we're happy. Nothing else matters to us other than your happiness. They went to the fridge, got a bottle of champagne opened, and we had a glass each. Not everyone is as lucky as I am, but I was. I think the judgment of the 377 case has shone a bright light upon the LGBT community. It has, I think, been a coming out moment for the community. And yes, it's a difficult task to come out. It's never easy. It wasn't easy for me either. I know it was a happy consequence eventually, but it's a very, very difficult decision. But you know what? It's when you take that tough decision is when you'll grow as a person, and it does get better.
I think I have seen a lot of my friends battle issues within themselves, ask questions to themselves, go through therapy. But you know what? Really, history does owe them an apology. And history has given them an apology by the Supreme Court judgment. And I think things will change, things will get better.
After this judgment has come, the reaction in the media has been so positive. The country hasn't gone up in flames and anger and hatred. I think this shows the acceptance of the community. So really, people have nothing to fear anymore. Well, the first thing I noticed was, as I said, the coming out story. LGBT matters were never discussed in the media, in film, openly, publicly. It was all very hush-hush, and all kinds of abuses were used. It's become almost normal. It's become almost staid, and it's become almost boring to be gay. Who knew it was possible? But it's happened.
It is. I think it's now very open and okay to just talk about it, to be very open to have, my best friend is gay, and it's okay. What's the big deal? That whole stigmatization is gradually just evaporating.
I see so many young people actually also, Neha, who coming out and they're so confident and they're living their lives. That's not something that happened in my time at all.
And each one of them doing some really amazing stuff. We have a very dear friend who's running an app and who's doing really well for himself. And, so many of them actually living a full, happy, normal life.
I know a lot of young people. I counsel them, young children, school, etc. Their parents send their children to me. And I've seen a perceptible shift in their behavior and how they see themselves. There's tremendous confidence they have in themselves.
Correct.
They have no reason to fear, because there are other people like them.
You're just normal.
Vision was a time when everyone's love would be equally respected. A time when it wouldn't matter whether you're gay, lesbian, transgender, of any sexual orientation whatsoever. As long as you were a citizen, you were allowed to love. If other people are, why not me? I want the same rights as everybody else. I don't think gay people want special rights. Trans people don't want special rights. They simply want those rights which are there for everybody. And in 5 years, I hope we start the journey towards it.
Simply put, I'd want the right to love to be absolute. No fetters, no questions asked. Live life happily in your own terms, on your own terms.
And I think as the gay community, what's important is for us to become politically aware and socially active. It's not enough to like a petition on Facebook, like some pride march. It's really well done. You have to go for that march. You have to be seen. You have to be counted so that you are not ignored anymore.
The only thing good in a closet are clothes. Don't stay in there, come out. It gets better in India.
You know, when you're in school and being bullied possibly, you have this terrible guilt. But remember, the only place where guilt looks good is on chairs. It gets better, India.